Hey, Jim here from 3J Music. This is another guitar review, and not just any guitar review. About 3 months ago was my birthday, the big 5-0, and for that, we decided that I would get a guitar, because, that's different, right? I decided on a Kiesel. Now, you might be thinking that this box looks a little small, and we're going to get into the reason for that now. So this is a Kiesel Kyber. It's Kiesel's almost headless guitar. Oh, that is just fantastic. Okay, so this is where we get into the specs. Again, starting from the top, there is no headstock. There's a little tiny headstock. I kind of like that. I don't know. I definitely like a little something being there over the normal look of a headless guitar. It's never really been my thing, but I wanted something kind of modern looking, but not too crazy. So this is a roasted maple neck and a royal ebony fingerboard fretboard. I was gonna go with rosewood in keeping, with the more traditional thing, but I had the royal ebony, or have the royal ebony on my Kiesel Aries that I got last year, and I just thought that looked so cool. And this one doesn't really disappoint. Look at that. So, roasted maple neck, royal ebony fretboard. If you look at the specs for every guitar that you see now, everything has jumbo frets. So I decided to go with regular medium. I'll have to look on the spec sheet, but they're not jumbo frets. They're more vintage style, or maybe not vintage, but just older style frets. This is a black limba body, and I've always liked the look of black limba. I went back and forth for a little while on the idea of getting a fancy top, and I'm not really a fancy top guy. So black limba in raw tone finish. That's their satin. Yeah, that looks great. You can really see and feel the grain in there. One volume and one three-way switch. That's standard for these guitars. I don't even know if they offer a tone knob, but it didn't really matter. So the bridge pickup is not a typical hot Kiesel pickup. I've tried a couple of their hotter pickups, and I didn't love them. So what I do like from them is the beryllium, which is more of a lower output. I think it's a PAF voiced style pickup. And I didn't want one of those in this too because I have that in my Aries, but this is the Holdsworth pickup, which is also a lower output, and hopefully that will sound as good. And I went for a single coil in the neck. I thought about the humbucker, and then I thought about nothing. But I decided to go with a single coil in the neck, and I believe that might be the lithium. Again, I'll have to refer back to the spec sheet because the specs on this changed quite a few times before I finally finalized the order. And I mean, it's pretty simple. A modern looking guitar, but also kind of traditional at the same time. And as has been my experience with the other three Kiesels that I've owned, the fretwork is perfect. And this is really light, which is another thing that I wanted. I'm gonna guess it's somewhere around 6 pounds. And that's really about all the information that there is on it. So I'm really looking forward to plugging this in and seeing how it sounds. So let's get into that. Okay, so this came from the factory in standard tuning, and the setup was perfect. The action's great, the intonation's good. I decided that I wanted this to be half step down, so I just tuned it a half step down. The action's still good, the intonation's still good, and I'm going to do this a little bit different. I usually play my own riffs for guitar reviews. This time I'm just going to play some of my favorite E-flat tuned riffs from the 80s and 90s. Alice in Chains, Megadeth, Slayer, etc. So, yeah, the Friedman IRX is behind me, boosted with the SD1 and the Donner Rev Echo pedal, and greenback IRs. So let's get into that. So that's it, almost. The Kiesel Kyber Headless guitar. I have a couple of final thoughts quick, and an original track that came together over the last couple of days, which kind of made me reshoot the end of this video. I know this has been a long one already, so if you've made it this far, thanks for sticking around. It's been a week now since I got this, and I've played it every chance I've gotten, which hasn't been a lot, but it's been a pretty fair amount. And this is easily one of the best playing, best sounding guitars that I've ever picked up. Still getting used to the headless thing, but the Holdsworth pickup is the real deal. And the lithium in the neck, while I didn't love it as a bridge humbucker, I really like it as a neck single coil. I also really like the fact that I decided to go with the regular medium frets on this. Everything's jumbo now, so you kind of get used to that, but regular medium, it still feels good to me. A lot of the guitars I've had over the years had regular medium frets on it. Anyway, I know opinions on headless guitars usually fall into one extreme or the other. It's usually love it or usually hate it, even though they've been around for a long time now. They're still considered oddballs, kind of, but very little middle ground there. It's usually either love it or hate it. So while I'm still getting used to the look, I really like the light guitar overall. The playability is great, which doesn't have anything to do with being headless or not. The tuning stability is excellent. And what did you think? I'm curious to know. So let me know in the comments, and if you found this video useful or just enjoyed it, I'd appreciate it if you'd hit like and subscribe. Thanks for watching.